Well, welcome, guys, to this episode here, and it's sponsored by Little Debbie and Big Debbie, if you can see on the back of our screen.
There she is.
It's a little wet outside today.
A little moist.
Yeah.
Not too bad windy-wise, but definitely some moisture out there today.
A little wet.
Yeah, dealing with a roof leak, too.
Ooh, that sucks, man.
Lee,
Way to ruin your day.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Lee, what'd you get for us today?
Yeah, cheering ourselves up with 15 stars. This is their 6-year rye, and it's, to be clear, it's 2 SSDD, which means same spirit, different day. This is a 2024 release. Their 2023, from what I understand, a lot of awards. This one's already got some. I think they were out of one competition, I believe. And it is a blend of 3 straight ryes.
All right.
Okay. Now, you're taking the honors of that. Now, I have heard a lot about the quality of this cork.
It looks really cool.
You're a critical person. What do you think? Pretty solid?
It does look nice.
Yeah.
Like an old coin, and it's got some weight to it too.
Yeah.
Let's see if the camera can get it right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they used that. It's got the 15 stars, and that eagle was one of the 5 top predominant engravers of those original U.S. coins. And he actually moved to the United States from Scotland.
It definitely has some weight to it. That's probably the heaviest
That's pretty
cork
cool.
I've been around. So they put some love into it.
Yeah, I'll tell you who this is here. He is the guy who did these coins, this run of American coins. His eagle, that's his go-to eagle on his coins.
Very nice.
And they put that pre-wear look on it. That is really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably weighs like 5 ounces.
Yeah, it's got some weight to it. You could almost use it as a weapon.
That's a really
Put somebody's eye out.
They're gonna roll off. Yeah, it did.
It did. Roll away cork. Probably break your toe if it hits it.
Right?
Well, this is a company, father and son, Rick and Ricky Johnson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Johnson.
Rick and Ricky.
So Ricky left this note with the bottle saying this is batch 2. It's a unique blend of rye whiskeys with some grapefruit and herbal flavors. It received Best in Show at the 2024 LA Spirits Award. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting there smelling it.
Yeah.
It smells very light on the nose.
Yeah, for it being all right, a little spice, but it's not way over the top.
Yeah.
105 proof. And you have 6, 7, and 9 year different straight ryes in here. Okay.
How did you source this bottle?
3 different states. This is going to be, and this is the mash bill is proprietary, unspoken of. You have Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee.
Gotcha.
All right, well, let's try it. See how she...
I just got on the nose.
It's rye forward.
For sure. A little heat, a little rye up front. A little sweetness more in the back.
Yeah, it's got a smooth, sweeter finish to it.
Yeah. How did you source this bottle, Lee? How'd you get your hands on it?
Actually, thanks to I believe whoever handles their social media, they reached out to us.
Awesome.
But you can get this. It is available in several states. It's about $90.
Okay.
So
Is it more locally that you can get it? Probably.
It sounds like it's more of an online thing. You can buy it right from their site.
Okay. Because I've never seen it out in the field
Right.
on the hunt at all. So,
No, it's a ghost on Total Wine, and
and honestly, it's not super surprising they're a little bit smaller, doing their thing.
so ours that we're sipping here, SSDD,
There we
is
go.
There she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 6, 7, and the 9. And the year before is what, a 6, 7, and 8? So they
Yes.
changed it up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yep.
Now, so if you see in the green, First West. You see First West?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when Kentucky became the 15th state, you got the 15 star and 15 stripe flag that occurred for a short while, and it went to 15 stars back to 13 stripes for the original colonies, and it stayed that way. Now, the first West is considered Kentucky. Then you got Indiana and you got Tennessee because Kentucky came first as a state.
Yeah.
That was the furthest west that we had reached, and obviously the West expands as states get added. But this was the first West.
Considered the first West. Gotcha.
Now, when these guys when you are eyeballing their bottles, if you see first West, you know it's the 3 states. So you have blends, and you're gonna have the 3 states. If you see, what is the other one? First West, still first West. I'm trying to show you when it is. You'll know when it's only Kentucky by. Where's those labels? I believe Platinum was one there. That was their flagship. That one is going to be Kentucky.
It looks like most of all these are limited releases. So
Right.
you don't have so much time to get your hands on it.
Very craft centric.
Yes.
The gentleman believed in a sipping whiskey, not a just get down and drink
Yeah.
and drink type whiskey. This is a sipping whiskey.
Which is kind of cool to do because there's so many choices out there.
Yeah.
They found a good way to kind of find their niche and
Yep.
with the 15 stars and doing limited releases and the blending.
Yeah, scroll back up to our bottle.
They put a lot of thought into this brand and the early patriotism of the United States, which is super cool. You can see, I mean, they everything down to that cork. The label's very, very info heavy. You just got to pay attention to it. A lot of details on there. So this one, they're saying sweet fruit aroma of ripe pear, golden raisin, orange peel, and honey emerge boldly, balanced by a spice blend, including cinnamon and nutmeg. So I'm going to go back to the nose because I had a short run.
Yeah, I think
I get a little cinnamon in there.
Yeah, cinnamon and nutmeg kind of hold it.
I got the orange.
I've always struggled to get raisin out of anything. That's just me. I just can't find it.
You get more of a taste out of a raisin than a smell, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, the orange peel, maybe some pear.
Oh, wait, is that birthday cake?
No,
Just kidding.
No
Just
birthday
kidding.
cake.
Just kidding.
Zero
birthday cake.
The reason I bring that up as a joke is we were all at a tasting that one time, and one of the notes
Yeah.
of the bourbon was birthday cake. I'm like, really? Birthday cake?
And last Friday it popped in there too.
Did again?
Yeah.
I must have missed it. I'm like, where do you get birthday cake out of a bourbon? Like, it's kind of, I don't know, kind of humorous.
Oh, man.
But I knew as soon as I said that you guys would.
Yeah, it's not actually an organic item, you know.
Yeah.
It's a culmination of
Chemicals.
man-made garbage.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like birthday cake, but
Right.
I'm not expecting that in my bourbon or
As long-
whiskey.
yeah, especially if it's from Publix.
Yeah.
They do
exactly.
make a good cake.
They do.
Yeah, this is true. Mm-hmm. So the palate is candied fruit notes from the nose remain and are joined with herbal spice and almond to form a round and full palate. And I do have that herbal at the end.
Yeah, I get a little earthy
Yeah.
towards the backside.
Yeah, that
But
toasted oak.
Yep.
That toasted
You
oak
get the mint?
finishes it off.
A little mint in the beginning.
It's rye forward, and then you get that oak. That just
You got oak?
mellow.
Yeah. Oak towards and then blends into a little bit of sweet for me.
Yeah, it's not a bad bottle for 3 selected barrels and
Right.
blended it down to come up with this little makeup.
Yeah, like I told you guys earlier, someone had blogged about this is kind of the I'm butchering this, but it was kind of the greatest hits of a rye all put in one. You know, the best notes you could probably want in a rye all in one.
No, it's solid. Well, it's good sipping. I imagine this could be good in an old fashioned as well, especially with the higher proof. Mm-hmm. And then the dominant rye, the 3 blends. I won't even mind trying it that way one time.
Yeah, in a simple old fashioned. I wouldn't throw it in there with the
No,
maple
this is not.
bacon and
No.
you
Just the
they're
original
very-
old fashioned. Yeah, for real.
I'm not making one with it, but you guys can.
Sometimes you got to change it up and try new things.
Yeah, This seems to be the flavor of the millennia right now with all the old fashions, and it's like, oh,
Everywhere you go.
Yeah.
It's like, why make a cocktail out of a good bourbon?
And then they load it with garbage sugar and
Yeah.
you lose it all.
That's why we tend to make our own simple syrup at the house
Yeah.
instead of buying something
Yep.
off the shelf.
Yep.
Why do you need to buy sugar and water?
And it's generally way too sweet for me anyways.
Yeah.
I've been using organic agave. Not much. It goes very little bit goes a long
Goes a
way.
long way.
Yeah, it doesn't ruin it. It's more from the it's more earthly. It's more natural. Organic agave. Oh, it's pretty
stuff.
awesome. Yeah.
I tried one a little while back with some habanero bitters.
Yeah, they go.
I went a little over the top because I didn't know any better. It's my first one. It had a little more kick than what I was ready for.
Really?
Yeah.
How many habaneros you put in there?
No, it's one that you kind of buy on the shelf.
Okay.
Like bitters.
Okay.
Like I wanted to try it that way first before going through all the effort of making my
What, do they
own.
squeeze like habanero oil? You think in there? Is that what they're doing?
Probably.
Yeah,
Kind of
extract.
Extract, yeah.
Extracts of it.
So like some of them bitters you can get away with a few extra dabs.
Yeah.
Not on this. It's
It
a
really-
little- yeah. So the next time around I had to back it down a little bit.
And you kept doing it.
I've only done it twice. So I
Yeah.
still need to try it again to kind
Yeah.
of perfect it.
Yeah.
But-
you always got to try it 2-3 times just to see if you like it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not against even the chocolate ones, but I had a chocolate bittered old fashioned in Miami. This girl had concocted it with coffee beans. I think it was a coffee.
Yeah, an espresso or old fashioned.
Yeah,
I've seen those
and it wasn't
before.
It wasn't really considered an espresso. She had put a little Campari in it. It was wild. It was something she come up with on her own. She was a master, crafts cocktails person. It was blew my mind. It was crazy. Nobody's ever done that. But this one, I like it's not hot. The 105.
There's a little heat, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's not overwhelming.
No.
It's smooth. I know one of my next freezer doors is probably going to be an espresso or old fashioned.
Sitting there.
Yeah, since we got the machine at the house, just do it all there. And I think
Yep.
the recipe I am looking at, it does have your simple syrup and some Campari in it.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I like to try to keep them simple. That way you still keep some of the bourbon,
Yeah.
especially if it is a better bourbon. Because, you know what, historically you make a cocktail because your spirits sucked.
Yeah. So you want to
Then-
do something with it and still be able to drink it.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of sucky spirits out there, but, if you
Indeed.
find something that you like,
Yeah.
try to keep the flavor and the balance of it.
Well, this guy here, I think he
They
had
have a
too much
freezer door
sugar in
one
his
as
old
well.
fashioned.
What's that?
This guy had too much sugar in his old fashioned in this ad.
Yeah, way too much simple syrup in there.
So these gentlemen, Rick and Ricky, they ended up getting a Forbes article
Okay.
when they first fired up.
Yeah, good for them.
2001, they start, and they have a question and answer deal on Forbes. I mean, everywhere. I really like it when we start researching somebody and you do a search and you can find a lot of results. So they have got out there very successfully. All you got to do is look
Especially in
for
a short
them.
period of time.
Yeah,
Get
short
into
period of
other
time. Just
distilleries.
bam. It was very genius. Whatever approach they took, it worked because they are out there. There's a lot of information, a lot of write-ups, and people are liking this. And I only focused on the rise, so I did not get into the rest, but I know they have a lot of awards too. So, but they, as I had told you guys, I had listened to them talk on another influencers page, and they had been they moved over to this. They realized early on in business that this blending was tasting better than
Just doing like a single barrel.
Yeah, yeah. They learned real quick. Hey, let's try this blend thing, and they actually done really good. So they, like I said, we don't know what the 6 to 7 to 9 whatever
Where they sourced it from.
No, we don't know the combos in here, but as they have stated, each state has its own attributes, and they wanted to bring them all together, and they did it.
Yeah.
Make a rye that has all like the best things about it in one.
Very nice. I know, we're talking about old fashions. When we do the freezer door, I typically do it out of rye. So
Always.
what I've been doing
Yeah, same.
is
Mine's out of rye.
Absolutely.
when I'm pouring the 3 to 4 ounces of the rye out, I've started an infinity bottle, and then few weeks back, I probably got like this much in the Infinity, but I'm like, let me see what I got. So and then give
Take a little sample.
Yeah, it was good. So their model behind blending 3
Right.
barrels.
What do you think you have in there right now?
Are you taking notes on that Infinity?
Yeah, I'm taking
Okay.
notes. I have
Were they bourbons?
no, they're rye.
All rye.
Yeah, they're all rye.
Oh.
So like
Yeah, all my old fashions are rye as well.
Yeah.
Just because if between that and the simple syrup, they can get a little sweet sometimes. So having that right spy of the rice.
So the Doc Swinson Altered Ego rye, it is probably one of the top 5-10 ryes I've ever tasted, and it's a blend. Altered Ego, Doc Swinson. That's in there.
I think you have Bullet in there, don't you?
Bullet Rye, that is in there. And let me see what else. Michter Rye,
nice.
that's in there. For was it Christmas? No. Yeah, we did a freezer old fashioned. I think it was turkey time, so we did it for Thanksgiving, and then did another Bullet since the wife likes the freezer old fashions, especially when I come home from work.
Dude.
She's like, "Can you make me a drink?" And I'm like, "I just got home, but I'll pour you a freezer old fashioned," and it just works.
Dude, it's so much faster. There's sometimes you just don't feel like doing all the steps of making it. It's ready to go. I have one as well. I haven't started doing the Infinity bottle like you, but I drink it instead.
Yeah.
But maybe I need to start doing the Infinity bottle.
So,
I figured I'd have a little bit while I was making it.
yeah, it works. I found a recipe. It's and it's very simple. I pour out 3 to 4 ounces of the bottle, and I save it into the Infinity, and then 48 dashes of regular bitters, 24 of the orange bitters, and then like 3 ounces of simple syrup, and I give it a shake, put it in there, because you got to think a typical glass.
Yeah, it should be 1 tablespoon of
It's
simple.
Yeah, there's some of them call for a half a jigger. Sometimes half an ounce. I'm like,
I never do more than a tablespoon of anything.
Yeah,
No way.
It's blowing it out, and so 3 ounces in a 750. 2 to 3. I judge on how the bottle's filling back up, and I'm like, I'll do this, and then give it a shake, put it in the freezer door.
Yeah,
and it
I have an
sticks
Elijah
around.
Craig one right now. It's in the freezer door.
Oh yeah, we did it. We did an EC rye also.
Did you? I'd
How
like
does
to,
that-
because it has the higher proof. It's around 94.
Yeah.
So I prefer mine to have a little more.
How do those real corks handle that cold?
It's fine.
They come back out?
Yeah, it's
No
fine.
problems.
They still hold it. They still hold.
I'm not turning it sideways. I'm sitting in the door.
Yeah, like I would be a little concerned about sending it sideways as
Yeah.
well, but it just sits up in a freezer door and does its thing.
Actually, ours stays on the deep freeze outside in the garage.
Wow.
So I want to say that's about -8, no, actually, no. I want to say deep freeze is like -15 or 20.
Oh, wow.
Last time I checked but it's just something. And then I had a sip from it a few weeks back, and I'm like, this isn't bad.
And it makes it nice even if you go to parties. You've
Yeah.
brought it over to Thanksgiving before.
Yeah.
And it's just quick, easy pours. You're not making all these different drinks for everybody when there's so many people around.
I brought one to Easter.
Oh, no, it was Easter. Was it Easter? Maybe it's Easter I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking about, Easter, not Thanksgiving.
I think we did too. It's why not?
Dude, it makes it so much easier.
I know. You're not making each person a drink. It's like there's
Yeah.
an ice cube, there's a good cherry, boom, boom, and a good orange peel.
Yep.
Just to get that.
A little prep, and that's easy prep
Yeah.
compared to the rest of it. So
Oh, as you get near to the end of this, it just starts. Man, it starts getting sweeter.
it does.
It does.
I look forward to that. Mm-hmm. Everything burned off. I think a lot of it burned off. It's so good right here.
Yeah, even the nose. The nose gets more.
Do you get any of that
fruit.
tobacco?
I'm getting some of the more of the fruit on the nose now.
I didn't get any tobacco.
Well, you got the evapping sides. You get the tobacco out of. Yeah. So here's the best time is spent with friends, family, and relaxing at the end of a successful day at 15 stars. We want to make this time even better. We meticulously craft our award-winning whiskey using the finest quality spirits. So, yeah, selectively sourcing fine aged whiskey and then marrying the different mash bills and aged stocks to add complexity, distilling rare and unique proprietary grains and flavor proofing at bottling for superior neat drinking experience. So they're out there to make a sipping whiskey.
Yeah. Then I think they've done it with this.
Absolutely.
It's it's good.
Do you know? I was trying to do research. I wasn't sure. Rick and Ricky, do they do a lot of this themselves, or do they have people that they rely on? Do you know? Any research?
I don't know who's sitting back there with those. Their Instagram. I'll just tell you this. Everybody should go to that, because there is, for young as they are, there is a ton of media on there, and they are very involved, which is awesome, because you can go way back and just tons of great stuff. And there is some clips of the blending,
Okay.
in the beakers, and they're using
All the
lab
science.
they're
lab
using
coats
lab
and-
level stuff. Who is behind that stuff? I would assume that you have those two probably have a very like palate, right? I would
Yeah.
hope they probably have a like palate.
If they're this invested, I think they.
Yeah, and they know what if you have a master blender, right, or whoever master blenders, they know what to reach you with. So they're either having it reach them perfectly the way they want it, and they're tweaking it. But that's a good question. I don't know who's sitting back there doing all that work. But
Didn't mean to put you on the spot. Just
no,
curious if
I
you
don't.
knew.
I thought about that myself.
And if they are, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I would think they're involved in it.
Because
Kudos to them.
Yeah, these guys, I think they exist in one state. They have the business in the other state, and they have other places they can go. But this Bardstown is the home. But yeah, they've really got into this era of collectibles too. So
There's a good picture of the.
yeah, that equals awesome. So the gentleman this is it. So this is the name I was looking for, Robert Scott. So Robert Scott was one of the top 5, top 6 engravers of that era, and he was known. He always did this cool eagle, and so they brought this in. They put the 15 stars. They got the 15 stars, and they got the 1795, right? So. Kentucky was a state earlier than that, but it was official and brought to the flag in 95. So,
I hear it's still raining outside.
oh yeah, there's more bands. There's
Old
more
Debbie's
bands
still
coming.
out there just.
Probably all day today, all day
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I don't know
all day.
how much Old Debbie cost me yet.
And
They're
hopefully,
coming on Tuesday.
Hopefully, you're not having to climb up there and empty that cooler out too often.
I got to go
man.
back up. I put a vase inside of a cooler to see what fills up, and
See how fast it
Yeah,
fills up.
yep.
That's a good call.
I got to go back up.
You while the Olympics is on, you getting some of those gym how-tos to go through your rafters?
No, I'm not watching the Olympics until the 6th and 7th when skateboarding is happening. I'm not
okay.
worried about any of this other stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, I was supposed to actually be there right now for skateboarding. That was our one of our anniversary plans, and it didn't happen.
Oh, really?
Yep. This was all planned out. We were supposed to be in Paris right now. We were supposed to be there for skateboarding, and we were going to go to Scotland afterwards, and none of this occurred. We're here right now.
Sorry, buddy.
No worries.
Bad news.
Things-
Bad news. Didn't mean to
yeah,
bring up a
things
subject. Way to go, Greg.
yeah, things change. Pandemics
giving me a hard
happen.
time.
Everything screws things up.
Yeah,
so,
no, I get it.
but they have you go to their collection section,
Oh, that's right.
and they have really cool things. They show you more coins from the era, flags, and like I told you, there's a 15-star 15 stripe flag, and there's a 15-star 13 stripe flag, which we have stuck with 13 stripes ever since. I had actually asked AI, why did we even consider, did we think that 15 was going to be manageable? What, did they think that we were going to have less states and it could be manageable? And actually the answer was that the designers, the committee realized we're getting out of hand with 15 stripes, and this is not going to be manageable. So let's go back to the original colonies and leave it at 13. And then we can just add stars, because if you have seen how many variations of our flag there is, you would be shocked. It makes an entire poster. I actually saw it on Amazon. It was insane how many flags we've had, and you actually get to see when we start calling things Old Glory and different things in different years.
So Betsy Ross puts her foot down and says we're sticking
Right.
to the original.
Yeah,
Betsy's like, we're going back to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 15. Can you imagine just stacking it to 15 stars and 15 stripes? Or I'm sorry, 50 stars, 50 stripes. It'd be absolutely insane.
Yeah.
We'd have a great big opposite rectangle. But yeah, Kentucky came first. They were 15, so they made quite the impression with that. Where's the old storm looking like, buddy?
Yeah, hit the radar. There you go, and hit the play button down on.
See where we're at.
Well, considering that old Debbie's not supposed to be a Category 1 till what, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and she's gonna be parallel with Tampa by that point.
She's throwing us enough rain. Luckily, we didn't get winds that bad.
Yeah, there was a little on the way here, but it wasn't anything to worry about.
It's like a Sunday thunderstorm.
Exactly. The biggest thing will be for us is just the constant rain over the next 24 hours because it's kind of a slow storm.
Yeah, and we won't see the true effects here until our center of the state starts throwing water back
Our direction.
Yeah.
So for anybody that's familiar with Southwest Florida, we're kind of like in a floodplain basically from the northern part of the state, right? And
Yeah.
we get everybody's leftovers as it drains out.
Yeah, we got Big Slough that actually starts in the center of the state as a cattle ditch, and then we got the Maca River.
Is this
Yeah,
is this band here getting that reaches us eventually? You see that?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that too
Oh,
far
yeah.
out?
Yeah, because
Is that too far out?
No, that's our side of the state.
Yeah.
Because Florida's built on a ridge, so our water as it rains, our water comes from the center part east.
I didn't know it was on a ridge.
Center part west.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Elevation is highest in down the center.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Use
So-
elevation loosely, but yes.
Yeah. Well, elevation, Florida. There's hills in Florida.
Elevation with
Elevation.
water.
Northern Florida, yes.
No, Lake. You go to Lake Ridge Winery.
Where's that at?
It's towards the center of the state.
Oh.
You look up, they're on a hill. It's so our watershed
Yeah.
is on this side. So
Because I remember after Ian, the water went down.
yep,
And then it
about
came back.
Yeah, then it came back.
3 days later,
It
we
came
woke
back.
up to waterfront property.
Exactly. I remember going to bed. I'm like, man, it's really coming back. Obviously, because the storm went slow through the rest of the state.
Put it down.
I remember it's coming up. I was going to bed. I'm like, shit.
Thank you, sir.
I'm like, I'm just gonna wake up in the morning, and if I put my feet down and they're wet, they're wet.
So be it.
So be it. There's nothing you can do about it because you're just kind of worried about spilled milk at that juncture. Luckily, it didn't. But
No.
if there's ever a chance, I feel pretty good after that storm. If there's ever a chance I would have flooded, it would have been that one.
Oh, bro, I hope it didn't reach the inside of my house either. I hope we never see anything beyond that.
Every 5 years, we're good for.
It seems that way because it's like Irma, then Ian. They're about 5 years
5
apart.
years. Yep.
So you guys have a band about, well, you should maybe wait. You should sit through this band. Here, hold on.
No.
You should probably hang out through this. Hold on, I got another band that's about to, might want to hang out.
I'm gonna put my arm floaties on and do the backstroke on the way back home.
Luckily, you guys got trucks.
I
Oh,
put,
that's why I drove my truck
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
I showed you guys that video earlier on the side road that I took
Oh, yeah.
care, and it's probably already about 2.5 feet deep.
Yeah, I put the XB in 4 auto and then get in the right lane because everybody with their flashers on are doing slower in the left lane than the center lane.
I don't understand that.
Coming here,
Drives me crazy.
I was in the far right lane the entire way from Sarasota down here, and I never got out of my lane. I passed people in the left lane and the right in the center lane
Yeah.
with their flashers on, so that makes me identify them as they don't know what they're doing
Yeah,
and stay in the right lane the entire way.
unbelievable.
Granted, I can see the road the entire time.
Yeah.
You know.
Why it was raining, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah. No. This is a glorified thunderstorm.
Just a long one.
Yeah, that's it. So we'll sit in here. We'll stay dry. We'll
Drink
drink
some
some
bourbon.
15-star rye.
Try to get Lee to forget about his leak in his attic.
No.
I know these guys want.
Hey,
I
you
know,
can't drink too much because you don't
yeah.
want to fall through your drywall.
Yeah, Rick and Ricky want this to be a sipping whiskey, but I don't know about this leak thing is going to make this go a little beyond today. Sorry, guys. I got to go back up there and pour my vase out.
Dave and I might stay here and just make sure you make it back out of the attic and we don't have to
Yeah.
rescue you from the ceiling.
Oh,
Your
I
two
was-
little legs dangling
I
out
was
of the ceiling.
tippy-toeing between each 2x4, you know, and luckily there's that that spine down the center, which then I can start walking. But then you got to go over ventilation tubes.
When you first get in the attic, right?
There's
the
4
AC stuff right there.
Yeah, there's 4 acrobatic
Air ducts.
Yeah, 4 acrobatic air ducts you got to make it over.
You're gonna be a gymnast sometimes. I've done my share of attic work, so I get it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You have to. It helps if you're flexible.
Yeah.
I'm not so much anymore. That's why I don't go in the attic anymore. Unless I
No, this one would not be a
really
good place
have
for
to.
you.
No,
It's not a good place for you.
I try to find short, skinny people for that.
Exactly.
It's like, hey, why are you here? Would you
Right.
like to go up here? That's why I'm waiting for the winter time to get my AC redone.
Yeah. Because your attic's a little tight in some places.
And it's hot. So I wouldn't like to be up there. So why burden someone else to be like,
And you have a working AC, so it's not like you're.
yeah. But we get it done. It's like, hey, we're going to add some vents. We're going to add some,
Yeah.
we're going to add some extraction points and redo it. That way it gets more air movement.
Yeah, I try to be mindful of that too. Or even when I have to do my own attic work, like I try to plan it in the wintertime because we're in Florida and that sun gets oppressive.
Yeah.
Feels like Ike Turner on you.
But you did it smart. When you were first up there, didn't you add some more PVC to do future pools?
Yeah, so in my house in the center, there's a coat closet, believe it or not, in Florida. And it wasn't doing anything. So that's where all my AV gear is. And it's at the peak. So I have a vaulted ceiling. And so I don't want to crawl over there every single time to run a new wire. So I have PVC that leads over to there. And then I have a wire I can pull back and forth. So you literally stand up right in the beginning of the attic, right where you come in. So you still get some air. And it's just easy pull back and forth.
That's smart, man.
Dude, I climbed over one time and I'm like, I'm not doing this again. Because it sucked. And I go, as older I get, I'm not going to want to do this.
Yeah.
And so now it's just easy to pull a wire over. So.
Yeah. But no, this didn't disappoint today.
No, this is awesome, man.
It's a good blend.
Thanks to Rick and Ricky for reaching out and
Yeah, absolutely.
sending this to
Just
us.
send it right
Much
off the
appreciated.
edge.
Oh.
Just swallow it right off the edge. No, it's delicious, man. What do you think? A new whiskey drinker? What do you think about this? Take a little advanced, or can you get them through?
Yeah, I think after the first few, just like us, once it airs out a little bit,
Yeah.
you
Got
know,
the sweetness coming out now.
that sweetness, the rye forward kind of mellows out, and you know, you still have the rye, and it opens up, and the nose opens up, the palate, you know, it's been smooth the entire time
Right.
on the back, so it you know, if you're looking for somebody who likes something and they've never had it before, go online to their website,
Yeah.
get it, send it to
If
them.
you're a fan of rye, you'll probably enjoy this.
Oh, you'll like this a lot.
Which rye
You'll
has
like this a
grown
lot.
on me. And I think the first rye that I tried was the Doc Swenson Alter Ego. I was in a liquor store one day at Captain's, and he's like, "Hey, I got this." I'm like, "I'm not a big fan of rye." He's like, "Oh, try this." I'm like, "Holy shit!" You know,
Yeah, it's kind of the same way I kind of kept away from rye or kind of stuck my nose up even a little bit at it for a long time, but it's definitely grown on me a little bit.
but it's changing.
Yes.
it is changing, and
Even if you go to like a liquor store, the shelf of the amount of rye now is huge compared to what it used to
Yeah.
be years ago. I remember like, you have a handful, but now it's like 2, 3, 4 shelves of everybody doing their version of their rye.
Well, when we were at Whiskey Riot, I learned how many do it wrong, then do it right.
Yeah.
That was an eye opener. I thought I was going to find a bunch of favorites. No, I just found out what not to buy.
Which is nice
Yeah, it helps you.
because some of the bottles are pricey. So
They
that's,
do. A lot of people do not. I mean, that's their prerogative. I mean, that's if that's your palate and you're.
Yeah.
But I
everyone's
mean,
different. Yeah.
yeah, I
this
can't
is a
wait.
rye that I would buy.
Yeah.
Like I like this rye.
I can't wait for the next whiskey rye because it was a fun time.
Yeah.
I'm glad I brought the barf bags, and
Let's do this.
It wasn't for any of us three.
It wasn't
just for the
for any
record.
of
I'm not
us.
going to call out who it was, but it was not for any of us.
she'll see this later.
Oh, she's going to know. Sorry. I'm not going to say her name, but you know who you are.
Not sorry. But definitely, we're gonna get a car service again.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
absolutely.
And,
oh my God, that was awesome.
It's 156 labels. So
That was
Hopefully
awesome.
Brown can make it this time. I know.
yeah,
Yeah. He doesn't get to do much, man.
he gets to do stuff. So
Is he?
yeah,
Every once in a while, he gets out of the cellar.
Well, when I go
Just
back,
kidding.
I'm not letting any of those flavored people sucker me into a.
Flavored.
Yeah, there was some flavored stuff there. Me and Wendy fell for the flavored.
no, that was more toward. That was later on in the day.
No, we were on
What
the first
flavored
row.
stuff?
We didn't. When you put the right people behind the table, if you know what I mean,
Yeah.
they bring you over there and they poured us this flavored stuff.
Do you remember what it was?
No,
Lee got distracted by the right people.
Right, the right people. But I looked at Wendy
What
and
was
I
her
go,
name?
that's flavored. This is I had to fight my palate for the next couple pours to fix it because I am not falling for flavored stuff anymore. That is,
I don't remember trying really much flavored stuff there.
it was
but-
to the right to the end, and they suckered us in, and we both were like, we were just couldn't wait to get it out.
Oh, and he was later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she exited everything. She exited the good stuff too.
All right, guess we just timed you out. Sorry, Wendy.
But yeah, I can't wait for that. But it just brings, it just brings it in. It's like, so you're looking for something someone's never had yet, and it's good.
Exactly, especially if like sometimes I get it. I'm sure you guys get it. Hey, I'm looking this gift for somebody, and you want to do something different that's not out there.
Oh,
And they
man,
like
this-
rye.
this
This
would
might
smoke 'em.
be the way to go.
Yeah, especially for those people
Well,
that come
maybe
up.
options.
They ask me like, "Hey, we're looking for this. What does he like?" Well, he likes bourbon. That helps me.
We'll take him
a
to the next
lot.
level.
About this much.
Yeah. If you want to take him to the next
Can you
level,
give me a couple
gotta go-
examples what he has at home that he likes? Like there's such a wide variety that's hard to do
Wide
sometimes.
So, yeah, but we can add this to the
This is delicious.
yeah.
And next time I do
I
recommend
like it sitting out.
a whiskey thief to eat something in the middle of the day because there's a lot of choices and need something to soak it up with.
Yeah, we should have ate more than just those free Doritos and stuff.
I ate something. It's
Yeah,
gonna
well,
be a long day.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the food trucks.
You had a chicken sandwich.
yeah, the
did.
food trucks. We
Yeah.
had, we
I
need,
think I ate some of my fries.
I had some part of your chicken sandwich.
we got to eat.
Oh,
on,
that's right. I did give you some.
we
of
should
that.
eat
That's
on
right.
the way, like Dave was saying. Eat on the way and the food trucks during.
It had to be something huge, but just something small.
Yeah, we should have something. We were. Why were we rushing that day? It seems like. What did you have something before it or something?
No.
I don't even remember.
No, we had
Something-
we had a retirement party afterwards.
Oh, that's what
crap,
it was.
that's
Yeah,
what
you
it
guys
was.
had the same day. So you guys had a double dip.
Yeah, we were pushing it, man.
We did. And one particular person needed to get out.
Yeah, no matter how many
They
food
needed to
trucks
tap
we
out.
Yeah.
Oh, she tapped out.
Yeah, I'm not ready to go. Yes.
She didn't even keep her glass, right?
Oh, yeah, we have it.
I think 2 glasses broke during that situation.
Really?
She kicked
I have mine.
She kicked Eric.
She kicked Eric's.
And so
She lost hers. No,
I
think
don't
I think 2 glasses.
I still
broke.
have mine.
I have mine.
I think we have 2 at the house. I don't know. She's my inventory keeper.
Well, my Blanton's bottle took the place of where I used to keep it, so it's up there now.
When is that coming up? Do you guys
Yeah,
remember?
what was that?
That's got to be coming up again here
It
soon.
does got to be coming up.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
We'll
that's
see.
probably 7-8 months ago.
You know, I haven't looked. I did actually look, and I have not seen a new scheduled event yet. And
Oh.
I looked a few months ago.
Maybe maybe it didn't pay off enough to be again.
No, I think it did. It was all the VIP tickets were sold out.
what day of the week was it when we went?
It was a Saturday.
I'd be even willing to stay the night there if anybody else is interested instead of driving back.
No, with a
think
car
about it.
service.
No,
Easy
not
in.
with car service.
I know. Easy in, easy out.
Yeah.
But there are some good restaurants we can.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
So drive up,
Because
stay.
there's some good steakhouses literally right there where they hosted it
Well,
last time.
yeah, you get the fat kid interested in saying.
That's what I'm talking
It's
about.
Like, hey, fatty,
I know if
steak.
we talk about food and steak, I'd get your attention. And that's kind of where I was going.
Food, steak, bourbon.
So we could drive up there in one of the vehicles, and then if we need to, we could Uber.
Well, somebody
Over there.
probably felt more comfortable at home after that incident
Well, yeah, we
than
put her
being
in
at a
bed.
hotel.
we put her in bed and left and went to the retirement party.
Greg swaddled her like a baby and put her to
Yeah,
bed.
she's like,
could have
I got a party to go to. I'm like, you got a party right here with your pillow.
So
Yeah,
hotel or home don't matter. Okay.
good.
So if we have a reoccurrence, just hotel or home.
I
don't
couldn't
matter.
even imagine like trying to do round 2 if I was in her situation. Oh my,
Her and I, we were drinking the same thing.
you also.
She weighs a lot less.
Yeah, I mean,
Just to put that forward,
Because we stayed together
Yeah.
the whole time.
what do you weigh, Lee? Like 175?
Sadly, I'm in the 180s.
Okay.
right
I was going to
Not
say
very happy.
185, but I was going to give you a little.
Yeah, thank you.
Give
I
a
used
little
to be.
discount.
You
Yeah,
fat
appreciate
bitch.
it.
What'd you do? Stop running?
Yeah, my leg problems. All
Oh,
the leg
okay.
stuff.
Been eating too many.
Maybe you need to
Smiths
start
rolls.
going to walk around the mall.
Well, I need to use the
speed
row-
walking.
Well, I need to use that rower and I need to use that bike over there
There
more
you
often.
go. My knee problems.
Yeah, I just am so stubborn. I want to run. I can't run. I get mad, and I just lift weights and get heavier.
Go run on Debbie.
Oh, my shoes will start squeaking. They'll fall off. I'll get hurt. Old Debbie. Old
Lee's going to be
Debbie.
found laying in the puddle in a street.
Oh, I'll fall off. That's something.
All right, gentlemen, it was fun.
Appreciate you guys.
Rick
Good
and
stuff.
Ricky, thank you,
Thanks.
sir.
Appreciate
Yep.
you guys. Thank you very much.
Gene, as always,
Cheers.
your
Gene.
Gene.
Job.
Sorry to give you any flavor once again, but we know you can't hold your liquor.
He thinks he's cool now. He turns his hat backwards.
Right,
Super
look at him.
cool. He just thinks he's a celebrity. So.